These three savings challenge books have already helped me put more than $5,000 toward my Roth IRA this year, and I'm committed to fully funding it. All I need is a little bit of luck and you. If you're ready, let's go. Welcome back to Ready Budget Go. My name is Drew, and on this channel we talk about household budgeting, saving money, and achieving our financial goals, like fully funding a Roth IRA. If that sounds like something you vibe with, please consider subscribing, hit the like button, and leave me a comment down below, because I'd love to hear from you. Today being Wednesday, we're back in the three savings challenge books. I've got Zodiac, Save with the Stars, General Greenback and the Frugality Force, and The Life of a Creator. And for Zodiac, we probably need at least 2 more weeks to finish it. We might need a third. General Greenback will be this week and the next week, and then this will be finished. And The Life of a Creator is going to go on for a while yet. There's still a lot of money left to save in here. But once I finish these 2 books, I've got a new type of savings challenge waiting in the wings, ready to go, and I'm excited to get started on that, but I'm not quite ready to reveal what it is just yet. But for this week, let's get started with the saving. I think I'm going to do General Greenback first this week. Normally I start with Zodiac, but I think just because General Greenback is so close to getting done, I want to kind of talk about the savings that I've done in it so far, and then reveal the final challenge for those of you who have not yet seen it. So this is a savings challenge book that I created. It's available on my Etsy shop if you'd like your own. And it is General Greenback and the Frugality Force. General Greenback leads a team of superheroes taking on Lord Larceny and the Swindle Syndicate. So first, we met General Greenback and we teamed up with him to take on Lord Larceny. Then we met Lord Larceny himself, and he introduced himself to us and challenged us to basically fight him. So we did a roll and save, and we finished that challenge. Then we met Goldshield, who is General Greenback's kind of right-hand man, his main sidekick, and we helped him, and we saved $100 of the Scratch and Save challenge here. Then we took on Counterfeiter, and we fought him, and we saved $100 by following the righteous path. Next up, we partnered with Penny Protector, and we saved $100 on a Scratch and Save challenge here. Then we took on Miss Fortune, and we mastered Miss Fortune by doing a roll and save challenge and saving all the numbers 2 through 12. Then we supported Fundraiser, who's another one of the good guys, another Scratch and Save challenge. We torpedoed the Loan Shark, one of Lord Larceny's greasiest villains. Then we profited with Prosperity Man, another $100 Scratch and Save challenge. We pillaged the Ponzi Pirate by sinking all of his ships. We vibed with the Vault, the last of the good guys that we met. Then we bounced Overdraft, who was the final supervillain. Then we went back to the General, and he pumped us up to take on Lord Larceny, so we prepared for combat by doing another roll and save challenge here. Then we took on Lord Larceny himself, and this was a $300 roll and save challenge. And that was the final battle. So we've gotten through all of the battles. We've taken on Lord Larceny and the Swindle Syndicate, and we've beaten all of them. And so now I'm just going to stick a challenge completed sticker here, right there. And I will reveal the final challenge in the book. You did it. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the Frugality Force. You get your Frugality Force badge. And General Greenback says, I always knew that with your steadfast dedication and commitment to saving, Lord Larceny and his horrible henchmen never stood a chance against us. I am honored to welcome you as a full member of the Frugality Force. Onward. Then over here it says, victory is yours. You saved the city and put Lord Larceny and his Swindle Syndicate away where they can't touch anyone else's hard-earned savings. Scratch to save $100 to celebrate. Okay, so this is the final challenge, and there are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different scratchers here. So I am going to get out a D10 die. I have one right over here. Well, you know what? I'll use the percentage die. That's fine. And this is number 4, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to scratch right here. And I'm still going to put about $50 into this book this week. Might not be exactly 50, and that's okay. So this one is $9. 5, 7. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use singles because those twos, I'm out of the ones with stickers. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Let's roll again. Okay, we got number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $15. Okay, so we'll take out, you know what? We'll put a 5 back and we'll take out a 20. That's what we'll do. Okay, just fix these 10s real quick. Roll them again. Number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go right up here at the top. Do it right-handed, even though I'm a lefty. And we've got $12. So 10. And I'll put 3 back and grab a 5. 2, 3. So we're already up to $36. Okay, roll it again. 9 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right over here. And $10. So now we're at 46. And I think I am going to go one more time just because I've scratched a whole bunch of high numbers. Okay, number 2, 1 and 2. So let's go right over here. And we got $7. Okay, so we're a little bit over 50, but that's all right. So I'm just going to take out the 7, and then I'll condense here in just a sec. But first, let me clean the page up. It's a lot of scratchers, so I'm doing a lot of vacuuming. Okay. We'll put that over here, put that over here. We'll close up the book. So next week, we should have, I don't know, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3. We should have $47 more to save. And then that will finish the book. But for now, let me take these ones to the side, and I will put back the 20, the 2 10s, and the 2 5s and grab out a 50. Okay, so $53 will go into General Greenback and the Frugality Force. And I will do a consolidation of the envelopes or a condensing of the envelopes at the end like I always do. But for now, I'm going to get out the Zodiac book and we will see what we can save in there this week. Okay, now we're into Zodiac Save with the Stars. And if you haven't seen this book before, this is another one that I created. It's available on my Etsy shop. It is astrology themed, and there is a spread for every sign of the Zodiac going in order from Aries through to Pisces. And for each spread, on the left-hand side, there's a scratch and save challenge where the numbers 1 through 9 each appear exactly once. And on the right-hand side, there's 2 color and save challenges where you can make those amounts whatever you want. I have decided that the top section is a D8 roll, the bottom section is a D12 roll. Okay, so just a few more here. And the way that I determine what I do is I roll a D12 die, and that tells me the sign number. So they're all the pages are numbered. These are both 12 because they're both Pisces. And then I roll a D6 die along with the D12, and that tells me whether I'm doing a scratch, a D8 roll, or a D12 roll. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. So let me close this up for just a sec, and we'll get out the dice. Got the scratcher tool over here if I need it. I'm going to take the D8 out for now. We'll roll the D6 and the D12, and we'll see where we're going. Okay, 1 and 2. 1 is Aries, and Aries is complete, so we're not going to do that one. We'll just re-roll. 3 and 4. 3 is also complete. That one is Gemini. So hopefully we get one that we've got. 10. 10 is Capricorn. That's my sign. And we have all of them available, but we rolled a 3, so we're going to do a D12 roll. Let's take out the D6. We'll roll the D12, and we're going to save $11. So 10 and 11. And I am just going to give this a real quick mark. I always come in afterward and finish the coloring just because it takes me a while. So just enough to show the intent that we need to go in and finish it. So let's give it another roll and see where we go next. 4 and 4. Okay, so 4 is Cancer, and 4 is a scratch. We have 4 of them left, so let's roll a d6. number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll go right down here. And we're going to save $9. So I'm going to put this $11 back, and I will take out a 20. Okay, let's bring back the D6 and the D12. 8 and 3. 8 is Scorpio, 3 is a D12, so we do need that. This will be our last one. 12, sure enough. The dice want the book to last as long as possible, and that's okay. That's just more money we get to save. Okay. So we're up to 32 already. We've got about $18 left to save. And let's see where we go next. Number 5 and number 3. 5 is Leo, and 3 is a D12 roll, but we're done with those. We're done with D8 rolls. All we have left is a scratch, so I'm going to do the scratch. And we're going to save $5. Clean this up. $5, and because we finished Leo, it's going to get a challenge completed sticker. It's going to go right up here. Okay, so let's roll and see where we go next. 5 and 4. Okay, we're on 5. We don't need any more of those. 4 and 5. That is Cancer. And we have 3 D12 rolls and 3 scratchers left. 5 would normally be a D8 roll, but I'm going to roll the D12. And we got 7. Okay, so I'm just going to fill in a little bit of this moon here. And 7, let's see what I can do here. I am going to put back 15 and take out 22. So we're at 44, so we've got $6 left to save. That is number 6 and number 5. 6 and 5 is a D8 roll. It's good, we needed these. So let me get out the D8 for the first time tonight, I think. We got 2. So I will put back $3 and grab a 5. Okay, so now we've got $4 left to save. D12 and D6, 8 and 1. That is going to be a scratch on Scorpio, but we don't need any more scratches. The only thing we have left is a D8 roll. So let's roll the D8, and we got 5. Okay, so I'm going to put back 45, and I will take out a 50. So we're $1 over, which is perfectly fine. I'm going to fill this in just a little bit. And I will put a challenge completed sticker on this one too. Starting next week, because so many of these are done, I think about half of them are done, we may not do any more of the rolling to see which page we go to. We might just start going through in order. But for now, let's set this aside. Let's bring out the Zodiac envelope here. And the $51 goes in. Like I say, I will condense the envelope at the end, and then you'll know how much is in that envelope. Okay, so now it's time to move on to The Life of a Creator. So I've got that book out here. Let me get everything else cleaned up and get out The Life of a Creator dice, and we'll start playing in this book. Okay, here we are in The Life of a Creator, and this is a collaboration savings challenge book that was put together by Marlene over at Snow Gardener 307. I will have a link to her website down below if you'd like your own copy of the book. When you order the book, you get a set of 7 dice. You get a D4, a D6, a D8, 2 D10s, a D12, and a D20. You also get 2 pages of stickers, which you will need for some of the challenges in this book, and which I always forget to take out before I start recording. So I'm going to do that now. There's one of them, and there is the other. So we've done quite a bit in this book already, but there's still quite a bit more left to do. And we're going to start, as we always do, with the last challenge in the book, which is the Booty Bank. This is by Liz and Les. And the reason why I'm starting with this challenge, no matter which one I left off on, is because there is a lot of money to save in here. Now, there's all kinds of rules for how you can do this low budget, medium budget, whatever way suits your particular situation. I have decided to play this with the numbers as they are here. So some of them are quite expensive. And we are in the high rent district right now, as a matter of fact. So before I get started with this, I want to say that in this book this week, I will be saving $95. We were $1 over in game night on Monday. We were $3 over in General Greenback, and we were $1 over in Zodiac. So that $5 is going to come out of here. And if we go over by a little bit, that is perfectly fine. We often do, but that's where I'm starting. So we left off on number 33. So I'm going to roll a d6. So we will for sure be paying a high amount into this challenge. And it's number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So $39. Need to make sure I use the same marker, which was this teal brush tip marker. And I will put in $39. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Okay, so that's where we're starting. We're already more than a third of the way there. We'll set that dice aside, or that die aside, and then we'll go find where we left off. And it looks like we left off pretty early in the book. Yep, we were at Lindsay. Boy Mom Loves to Save. Exercise, I thought you said extra fries. This is a scratch and save challenge. There are 5 scratchers left, so I'll roll a d6, and that'll tell us which one we're going to do. We're going to do number 1 right over here. Come on, fries. Nope, it's a treadmill. So this is a $45 challenge, I believe, yeah. And the treadmill is $3. You can set your own amounts, but I've decided I'm using Lindsay's amounts. And I'm doing that for pretty much everybody's, I think. I think I'm using the amount that the creators have specified. Okay, so because I'm getting $3, I'm going to put away 10, 15, 16, 17, and take out another 20. Okay, so we're up to $42 here. Let me scoot some of these dice over. And we'll go on to the next one. This is a roll and save. This one is by Thrifty Sew Shop. I was not too imaginative with the rolls here, so I'm using a d6. And we got a 2, which is orange. And we don't have any more orange available, so let's keep rolling. 3, which is purple. 3, 3, we've got a 3. So let's use the big boy here. Right in the 3. And I will put back 2 and take a 5. And then we'll move on to the next challenge. Okay. Next up, we completed this one. And I've talked about these that are completed in the past. I'm just going to blow by them because we're getting so many now. Little of it all. This is a scratch and save challenge. I'm just going to go here on the left. There's only 2 of them remaining. $7. Okay, clean this up. So I'm going to put away 45, and I'm going to take out 52. Next, we finish this one, finish this one, finish this one, finish this one. In fact, I'm going to paper clip. Well, I'll wait till I finish a little of it all, and then I'll paper clip those together, so we just skip over those in the future. So now we're on Seek Balance, Not Perfection. This is by Budget with Carly. It is a scratch and save and a roll and save. We have already scratched to our heart's content, so now we're on the roll and saves. I did not write down what die to use, but considering that I got an 8 here, I'm assuming that I used at least a d8. Let's use the d8. What the hecko, right? Okay. Give it a roll, and we got 6. So I'm going to record a 6, and I don't think I want to use those. I think I want a Sharpie. We'll write it in. Let's go up here. Just because I'm left-handed, so if I write it in that place now, I don't have to worry about it in the future. Okay, 5 and 6. Next up, 25 to Thrive. This is a habit tracker challenge, and I'm not really a habit tracker kind of person, so I've decided that the habit is that every time I come to this challenge, I'm going to check off a cloud and save $5. So let's put back a 5 and take out a 10. And we'll move on. Finish this one by Laura Bell Creations. This is the $50 plus dice roll. It says save up each dice. If you decide to roll, save that total amount. This cute challenge should have you saving over $50 plus in no time. This is by pinkycloth.co. And the way that I've been doing this is I'm rolling a d6 die. If it's one that I have available in these pink ones, I just cross it off and save the amount. If not, I'm using one of these boxes. So I've used all the roll one time, so if I get one that's not one of these, I will have to roll twice. So let's give it a roll here. 5. We do have that available. Okay. So let's save $5. And we'll move on to the next challenge. This is Save to Sync. This is by Donna, powered by Creativity. This is a color and save and a roll and save. No, I'm sorry. It's a scratch and save and a color and save. And I think I'm going to scratch. I'm going to go right down the side over here. And looks like we've got $3 this week. Clean that up. And I'm going to put away 17 and take out a 20. So we're already up to $71, just like that. Okay, we finished this one. Now we're doing the Counting Sheep Challenge. This is by Budget with IRA. This is one where we need the stickers. So every sheep that we put on here is $5 saved. So I'm going to put this one right here. We'll save another $5 and we'll move on. Oops, too far. Okay, we finished the word search challenge. So now we're doing General Ray budgets. And this is a scratch and save and a roll and save. I've decided that the rolls are a d20, but I did not know that there were bonuses. So that has tripped me up some. So now I'm doing all the scratches before I do the rolls, just in case there's more bonuses. So let's hold our breath and give it a scratch. Oh, good, there's a dollar sign. $4. That is doable. Thank you, Janelle. So let's put away $6 and take out a 10. So we're up to 80. Now we're on Danny Craftco Budgets, Save $55 challenge. And I have been doing the smaller stickers. So I'm going to go right here. These numbers are 1 through 5, so very doable. This is a $1. $1 is what we're saving. On to the next one, and we're back to the booty bank. I don't have enough money to do the booty bank again, unless I roll more than a 3. Okay, I am going to do it, and I am going to say that if I roll a 3 or less, I get to roll again. So let's give it a roll, and we got a 4. Perfect. So that's going to be $1 more. And I should mark these like what order I've used the pens in. So first it was blue, then it was teal, and now it is purple. Okay, so $1 for this challenge. And now we're going to go back to the front of the book. This is Marlene Snowgardner 307. Her challenge was also under this, but I already finished that one. It was the Let's Get Rollin' challenge. So now I'm doing the scratch and save challenge that she gave me over Christmas. I am saving the Christmas present for last, and I think I'm going to save this present for second to last. So I'm going to go up here and scratch in the snow. We've got $4. Not bad at all. We'll clean that up, and let me just see how close we're getting here. So we have 86, it looks like. 50, 70, 85, 86. Yep, so about $9 left to save. Now we're doing Kiss My Hiney. This is the other sticker challenge, so I need another sticker. The first set of stickers, which was on the top, they all had numbers on them already. The bottom does not have numbers on them, so you have to write them yourself. So I am going to save another $5, and I'll put this right in between her shoulder blades. And I will write very delicately a 5. Okay. And I will put back 15 and take out another 20. Okay, so we're at 91, so $4 more left to save. Now we're on the Birds and the Bees challenge. This is a collab within a collab. This is by Mischief Managed Budgets and Champagne's Corner. And the way that I've been doing this is I'm rolling a d6, I'm starting here, and then doing whatever it says. So let's get out a d6 and let's roll. 2, 1, 2, any amount. Well, you know what I'm going to do here. Well, first I'm going to cross this out because we've done it. And now I'm going to put $1 back and take out a 5. So we'll say that's $4. So now I've got the $95 that I need to make it $300 going to my Roth IRA for this week. So that is it for the book. Let me put the marker on Bug Out, and we will finish Bug Out next time. So we almost made it all the way through the book because we started with Lindsay's this week. So next week we'll finish Bug Out. I'm not sure we'll finish a little of it all. I've already finished those. That's got a ways. That's got a long way. That's got a ways. That's got a ways. So, I missed a whole page this week, including my own challenge. We didn't do the Rock and Roll Queen, and we didn't do Buster's Bangin' Burger Bar. But that's okay. We'll make sure that we get them next week. So I'm going to leave the marker there on Bug Out and close up the book. I didn't even think we missed my own challenge. Oh well. The important thing is that I've got the money saved in my Roth IRA, and it'll just make those other challenges last that much longer. So let me put the money in the envelope, although it's not going to stay in there very long because I will come back and condense. So let me get everything cleaned up, and we'll come back and we'll see how thin we can make these envelopes. Okay, let's see how skinny we can make the 3 envelopes that we used this week. We'll start with The Life of a Creator. So let's pull everything out. So in this book, we've got 1,000, 500, 600, 650, 670, 690, 695, 700, and 10, 12, 13. Okay, so I'm going to keep the 13, and I'm going to consolidate everything else for a 100. And I'll use one of these instead of digging for a Sea Life placeholder. If you like the Sea Life placeholders, they're available on my Etsy shop. They are nice, high quality, thick. They will last you forever. Well, forever. They will last you a good long while because they're also coated. Okay. So let's put these back. And as long as I'm here, I'm going to stick the stickers back in there too. All right. On to Zodiac, Save with the Stars. In this envelope, we've got 1,000, 500, 600, 700, and 50, 70, 80, 82, 83, 84. So all I can do here is consolidate these two twos for, or these 2 1s for a 2. And I don't have any more with stickers on them, but that's okay. So that goes back in there. I don't know that we'll finish this next week. We might need 2 more weeks on that, but we're getting really close. And then General Greenback, which we absolutely will finish next week. 1,000, 500, 600, 700, and 50, 70, 75, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81. Okay. So we can consolidate the 5, the 2, and all the 1s for a 10. So 1,500, 600, 700, 50, 70, 81. Yep. So it's going to save just over $1,800 when it's done. And lastly, just real quick, I am going to swap out this 2 with the one that has a sticker on it. All right. So that is it. That is everything condensed. Thank you so much for watching the video. I will get the contribution to my Roth IRA made as soon as possible, and you'll see it recorded in my budget on Friday. I hope it's Friday when I get my weekly update done. Coming up this weekend, actually, you would have seen it last weekend. I did my budget for August, And then coming up on next Monday, I've got game night again, and I'll be right back here on Wednesday with another trip through the Savings Challenge books and see how close we can get to getting them done. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new or if you haven't already. And leave me a comment down below so that I know you are here. Until I see you in the next one, take care.